Sometimes it's hard to break away from that ecosystem.
The Apple ecosystem is just nuts.
It's gonna be straight up. It's iMessage, man, in the ecosystem.
Apple has garnered many users over the years because of its strong ecosystem of products that just work seamlessly together. But if you use a Pixel device, your experience probably has not been the same. Not even close. That being said, if you're a Pixel user like me, what options do you have available to you? And why does it seem so hard for Google to develop a proper ecosystem? My name's Anthony and I make videos all about topics trending in tech. And in today's video, I'm gonna try to answer that for you. So let's take a look. So first, let's take a look at what is an ecosystem. If we boil it down and make it super simple, essentially it is people or things that work together seamlessly or very cohesively. Now, if we take that and we apply that to the tech industry, well then an ecosystem would be a group of devices that work harmoniously together to improve the experience of the end user. Essentially what Apple has built with their wide array of devices from the iPhone to the Apple Watch, iPad, iMac, and so on. So knowing what an ecosystem is, what is it that makes Apple's ecosystem so good that Google has unsuccessfully been able to mimic? And I think this boils down to their ability to seamlessly and simultaneously function together while taking advantage of each other. So for example, if I'm typing on my Mac and I want to copy something over to my iPhone, I can easily do that. If I'm listening to something on my AirPods and I want to switch to my MacBook, I can do that on the fly pretty seamlessly as well. If I want to use my iPhone as a remote for my TV, it can't do that. It's not a Samsung. But you get the picture. Essentially, the theme with Apple products is continuity. You get extra features when paired with other Apple devices than if you pair it with third-party devices. And what this has done is created a walled garden where everything inside the garden works great, but if you ever want to leave said garden, well, you have a really hard time. Now, I consider myself a dual wielder, meaning I use both Apple and Google's products and their respective ecosystems because I like what both companies have to offer. Apple generally excels when it comes to the hardware department, while Google, on the other hand, has been a great proponent for software. Gradually, we've seen that change over the years, with Google officially getting into the hardware game for real when it released the Pixel phones and the Google Home back in 2016. Since then, we've seen Google expand its lineup to include more phones, Nest and home devices, and wireless earbuds like the Pixel Buds 1, 2, and A series. In addition, if the rumors are true, we should see a wearable speculatively titled the Pixel Watch sometime later this year. But if Google has all of these products, which some are really great, then why does it feel like they still don't have a proper ecosystem? And I think the answer lies in the fact that their product line is not yet fully complete. Google is still a relatively young company when it comes to making hardware, and even though we've seen more features added with each version of Android, the devices still don't seamlessly work together or have any really sort of continuity when it comes to their ecosystem. Pixel Buds pair to my Pixel device easily, but if I want to move over to my Chromebook, well, then I have to repair them. If I want a good smartwatch or wearable, then I have to go look at devices like Fitbit or Samsung, which, while being excellent devices, don't really work seamlessly together with my phone without a third-party app. And if you're using an Android tablet, well, who am I kidding? There are no Android tablets. Don't even get me started on that one. But you get the picture, and hopefully that should be changing relatively soon. See, Google is working hard on what it's calling its Better Together with Android initiative, in which it is releasing features to allow the devices to work and pair together more easily with other devices. So for example, you could set up your Chromebook with your Pixel device or unlock other devices with a wearable like the Pixel Watch, or even interact with your chat apps from another device when your phone is not nearby without having to install any additional apps. In addition, there's been many improvements to Nearby Share, which is Google's attempt at AirDrop to move files and photos between devices faster and much easier. Now, all of these are great additions to the Google ecosystem, but they still rely on Google having good software and good hardware. Google has figured out how to do some amazing things through AI and machine learning, but I think they're just now realizing that good hardware is just as important as good software. And further, they need both to be able to unify the Android experience. Now that we're beginning to see Google make such products, they still need time to refine them. I mean, we're only on the 6th version of the Pixel, and when we look at the Apple Watch compared to the Pixel Watch that we don't have, there's multiple generations in between. So Google still needs time, or will have growing pains, so to speak, when it comes to getting its hardware to match the refinement, smoothness, and prowess that Apple products have. I'm looking at you, Tensor. Looking at you. Either way, if you're a Pixel or Android user, 2022 is looking to be an exciting year, with rumblings of the Pixel Watch being unveiled at Google I/O, as well as possibly seeing a version of Pixel Buds Pro. But it goes without saying that Google needs a strong showing if they're going to have a strong ecosystem, and possibly convince people to try a Pixel device and its ecosystem sometime in the future. This has been Tony's Tech Thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.